First day of riding and first rain.
We've driven 36 kilometers and we are approaching the bridge,
Oh, the first border.
which we probably won't even really realize that it's a border. As you can clearly see, I'm in France now. You're still in Germany pretty much, I guess.
I'm still in Germany.
Yes.
Hallo.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Wie geht's?
Ça va bien.
Yay.
First new country, France.
Au revoir.
No, bonjour. Remarkable how easy it was to cross our first border. Generations of our great-grandparents had fought over the Alsace region for centuries. Today I can only faintly remember that there used to be checkpoints. While cycling over the bridge was so easy, it still felt like a big step. During the months of preparation there had been questions and misgivings about all the unknown ahead of us. Anxiety about our new way of life and leaving everything and all the familiar faces and places behind us.
That is how thick his leg is now.
Ready. Passt auf euch auf.
We'll see you on your trip.
Woohoo! One of our friends accompanied us out of the city, but soon enough we were on our own. There is just overwhelming excitement left, no space for doubts, at least for now.
Just 1 hour after entering France, we reached the Canal du Rhône-Aurine and with that the Eurovelo 6 long-distance cycling road. It connects the Atlantic coast with the Black Sea. We will follow it over 300 kilometers in the west-southwest direction, but more on our route later.
One of the many questions that will accompany us every day. Where will we sleep? Camping wild is a challenge for us. We have zero experience in this and now we are even in a foreign country. For the first night, a lovely couple from Warm Showers helped us ease into our new way of life. On night 2 though, all of our courage is necessary as it's time for our first night of La Campine Sauvage. Matthias is especially uneasy about finding a safe spot for our tent, but there is only so much you can do, tired and with nightfall on your heels.
Bonjour! From what was the name?
Pompiers
sur Doubs. Pompiers du Doubs.
No,
You can.
Pompiers sur le Doubs.
Okay. Some French town just over there. You can later read it here, maybe. We spent our first night in the wild. We survived. It was actually pretty comfortable, apart from rain from, I don't know, 8 p.m. to 6 in the morning. So I at least was a little bit distracted by all the noise. But I still feel very relaxed. It was not cold, it was comfortable.
The night in the tent.
Our first bivy spot probably wasn't legal, but we put down our tent at sunset when no one saw us. Cow selfie time with our neighbors. Okay, they saw us, but nobody listens to them anyways. I guess we'll figure out wild camping with time. To settle into our cycling life more gently, we'll go all the way around the Alps. There's just a laughable total positive climb of about 3,700 meters on the 1,000 kilometer stretch that leads us from Freiburg in Germany to the French Mediterranean coast. But first let us take care of the most important things.
Bonjour. We found a bakery.
Artisan means I think
Boulanger.
like they do it themselves.
Bonjour monsieur. Bonjour.
Une café, s'il vous plaît.
Un café?
Oui. Breakfast.
What do you have?
Deux pains au chocolat.
What? Pain au chocolat?
Like
Croissant?
chocolate breads.
Chocolate bread. Ah.
Join. Okay. Actually, there's a lot of air inside, so it's not that much. More it's tasty.
Okay.
Butter, sugar, butter. Good.
apparently the best water in France, drinkable water, you can find in the cemeteries. Since yesterday we didn't have any water, so it's a luck we found one. Actually, we have had a lot of water these days. It's getting late in the year and colder by the day.
Also, das scheiße, das fällt jetzt noch. Wie, wo? Willst du das trocknen oder nicht?
It's a rainy, rainy day.
Das ist übrigens jetzt so ein Beispiel, ne? Für ich hab's doch gesagt.
Still, we enjoy the wonderful views on the EV6, which is either winding next to the river or goes straight like the canal that connects the Rhine with the Rhone. Especially now that autumn is in full swing, the deciduous forests are showing off their most radiant dress. It feels like beauty, peace, freedom and solitude. After the stressful preparation phase, this is just what we need. We almost fly through the mist and rain to Besançon and reach it in the evening of day 3.
One thing we've learned so far is that we should take breaks sooner rather than later. Our hosts invite us to stay a second night. We take a day off from cycling to explore the stunning medieval city with its Gothic cathedral, impregnable fortress and narrow alleyways. While Besançon is a stunning beauty, this could be true about most of France. We are amazed by the sheer prettiness, history and elegance of everything we see around us. So we're leaving the beautiful city of Besançon now, and after 3 days cycling, 4th day of the trip, like 5th day today actually, we decided it's time to send the first stuff away. So we are at La Poste, which is in that building here, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe you can take a look. It's basically most of our camera bags and yeah, a lot of like little things that we decided they're just too heavy, and also like the extra bowl and an extra cup. Like we still have one of each, but that should be enough. And some books. Yeah, so that's probably, I don't know, 3 kilograms at least. And we also found some other stuff which we can get rid of in the future, and also we get rid of those. They're just too long, we don't need them. And they're also pretty heavy, so that all can go back to Germany. Putting this away.
Having taken care of that, we leave the city via the canal below the fortress.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
The 391 meters long tunnel was built from 1878 to 1882, almost 50 years after the main canal was finished.
The bread is a little bit dry and hard.
Never eat a 2 days old baguette. Never. Is it 2 days old? 3 days maybe. Baguette always fresh.
Where did we buy it?
Second day in Moulins.
Oh really? Okay, so this baguette is about 200 kilometers old. Now in November we cannot stop very long. When not moving, we start freezing very fast. It is cold, windy and rainy again, and we still follow the EV6. We arrive in Dole when it's already getting dark, and it's still raining. For the night we found a couchsurfing host at the last minute. He heated his fireplace and prepared a delicious gratin dauphine for dinner. We even get a classic aperitif, local wine with crème de cassis. After a restful night in the warm and dry, it is time to get going again.
We really want to get to the south as quickly as possible, but when our host suggests a short tour, we have to agree. Dole seems to be another little gem, so we take a peek of the early Renaissance Notre-Dame de Dole and a few alleyways in the historical center.
Okay.
House where born Louis Pasteur.
Oh,
Yes.
Louis Pasteur. Oh, so Louis Pasteur is a guy who, among other things, invented the pasteurization of milk to make it more durable. And he was born in this house in 1822.
Yes.
Who would know? Louis Pasteur of Dole, Burgundy, France. Oui?
Burgundy, no.
No?
Franche-Comté.
Oh, it's still Franche-Comté. Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, sorry, Franche-Comté. So, this is Verdun sur le Doubs. We did almost 64 kilometers today, coming from Dole, heading Chalon-sur-Saône, but that's too far. We need to find some water now, and then we'll find a place for the night. Merci beaucoup.
Voilà. Si vous trouvez un passé, il y a un point d'eau tout de suite là, tout de suite derrière la maison. Il y a les WC, il y a la pancarte. Il y a les WC et le point d'eau.
I don't understand, sorry.
Voilà.
So, merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.
Water for the day, let's go. On the evening of day 6, we took all our braveness together and set our tent just next to the river Son when it was getting dark. It seems like public land and should be okay. Just a handful of people walking themselves or their dogs saw us, but nobody seemed to bother. I'm about to check the time. Not the time. Oh yes, also the time. So... oh no, that's wrong. So we did almost 360 kilometers so far. Did a ride for 25 hours with an average speed of 14.24 kilometers per hour. So this time is wrong because I didn't change it yet from the summer to winter time change. So it's 7:30 in the morning. It has 5 degrees centigrade. The forecast says light rain for today. Let's hope it's more light than rain. Light, rain. No. No, it's their privacy. They don't want to get photographed. No, they really don't like you and me.
We are in Chalon-sur-Saône and I'm going to buy bread here. A beautiful market.
Alors 1,50 € s'il vous plaît, madame. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Une banette.
Alors, banette comme ceci? Oui. Et avec ceci, madame? Ce sera tout? Oui. 1,20 € s'il vous plaît. Tac, et bah celle-ci, voilà. Merci. Tu mets comme ça?
Ooh. Okay. I have to take one. Those are very tasty. Ah, my French is not good.
Voilà.
Merci.
Merci bien, bonne journée. chef.
So I have one baguette, one kaki.
West Coast.
Yeah. And I don't know if I find some tomatoes, I will take some. But if not, we have enough food. Oh, it's like you see, France is fromage paradise. Oh, see who I found here.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Oh là là, une baguette. Super. Oh, it's warm.
Yeah. And I bought one kaki.
Kaki?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh. Oh, wow. It's really ripe.
Yeah.
That will be very tasty.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm freezing to death. We should get moving. Also, I think it's going to rain soon.
Yes, I see. The clouds are getting darker. Then let's move.
We'll be riding this old railroad line, which was converted to a cycling road. And now we go this amazing flat leveled road all the way to Mâcon. We'll need to do a little lunch break soon because I get hungry. How about you? You hungry?
Yeah, always.
Always. We're making a little detour away from the Voie Vêtre to Givry. We've managed to do 9 kilometers from Chalon. Oh my god. I mean, it's just not funny anymore. Wherever you stop, it's just this beautiful old town centers with this sweet old tiny houses. So we'll do a break somewhere around here.
What is it?
Oh, we just hit 400 kilometers. 400 kilometers since Freiburg.
Yoo-hoo! Au revoir, Mati. I think we found a place to sleep tonight.
Plan 2. Ooh. Looks like this will be a very dry night with a good view.
What a beautiful place. What do you think? Was this a bar?
No, I don't think so. I think it's public actually. So in France it's allowed to spend the night with a tent when you really only put it up for the night. I believe it must be later than 7 in the evening, or at least after sun goes down. So it's winter and goes down at close after 5 p.m. Yeah, let's go check out this place. I mean, we'll have very comfortable seating possibilities for dinner tonight, which is amazing, even dry. Okay, well,
The bar is
the
closed.
bar is closed. That's that. Oh, here's the door. Okay, this one is also closed. But look, maybe if we are a little bit cold tonight, we might be able to put up a little fire later. So this one is open actually. Oh, look. Wow, it even has working lights.
What?
It's a public toilet. Fantastic.
I was already searching for the toilet paper.
Okay, there's no toilet
Everything
paper.
is there.
But let's check. Yes, we have water.
What was in this room?
It's just another toilet.
Okay.
And some impressive piece of art that it's not free for young people to watch. So we'll probably have to blur this area out. Yeah. Oh. Much more of this art here. Okay, there's a lot of art in this place. Let's put it like that. Let's leave it with that. Great. So let's hope the people that did this art in the restroom don't come up later and want to do some practice, right? Let's rather enjoy a look over there. Sun's going down. Get ready for a little fire here. Yeah, that's great. Mesdames et messieurs, dinner is ready. We have some supermarket noodles cooked with peppery nut sauce, lots of onion and garlic. And now I invite you to dinner with me.
Good. So I brought our bread to warm it in the fire. If I can put it here. And then we are going to have some goat cheese with fig sauce. Matthias' mother gave it to us when we started, so thank you. This is a very delicious breakfast. Our beautiful breakfast. We are right on time.
You made fire, I made new brake pads to my bike. And I cleaned my chain.
See you from the road?
Maybe in Lyon. For now, we continue our way on the Voie Verte, which wanders off from the River Saône into the hills of southern Burgundy, one of many French regions famous for its excellent vineyards. It is about 100 more kilometers to Lyon, a big city half the way to the coast. We found a family that will take us in for a couple of days. On a local farm we get some supplies and a bottle of wine as a guest present. Check, buy wine in Burgundy. Amazing. I only have this.
Bonjour. Coucou.
So a waitress in Chalon-sur-Saône told us that Burgundy, where we are right now since yesterday, is basically famous for its wine, obviously, but also for its beef. I believe, like this one, I can imagine why they are famous for its beef. They have a pretty good life here, chilling on the grass the whole day, playing, feeding grass.
Do you have the most beautiful eyes? And you have a friend.
Come on, let's go. So today, so far, we did about 1 kilometer. Yes, let's go. Despite the fabulous surroundings, off camera the two of us start nagging on each other, arguing even.
There it is again, the pressure, now more than ever. The near constant rain, low temperatures, and exhaustion from days full of pedaling are taking their toll. And this time, our bikes are even heavier. There are so many decisions we have to make during one day, and we have different opinions most of the time. Matthias, for example, is almost paranoid about not being seen when we set up our camp. This disturbs me a lot, as it makes me feel very uneasy and unsafe.
We finally made it to the city of Lyon, and so far it looks really nice. Old buildings everywhere, squeezed between the river and the mountains on each side. Yeah, we are pretty tired and on edge, but at least we did it. We will rest here for at least one day because we need to handle a lot of stuff, clean the bikes, clean our clothing, everything. So maybe we stay even 2 days. We also need to go to the outdoor shop and get some stuff to get more practical on the outside. Yeah, gonna see. Apparently, our Vieux Camper has 6 stores down this road. We've been to all of them at least once, sometimes twice, but only about 1.5 or 2 hours later we got at least 2 things from our list, which is another headlamp and wool scarf. And also we got this isolation, I don't know, blankets. It's supposed to insulate against the cold, so we'll put it below the air mattresses in the very cold nights, and by this we hope we can eliminate our 3rd sleeping bag, which is 1.6 kilograms and also pretty big, which would be great. So that's day number 1 in Lyon. We're tired now, go home, do some work, and tomorrow we do some sightseeing.
Walking in this 2000 years old city left us amazed with its historical buildings like the cathedral and the Roman theater.
Look at this.
Reaching Lyon means we made it half of the way to the coast. Our main destination from now to the sea, the sun, the south, to Marseille.
But where are we headed in general? Once we reach the coast, the climate will be more pleasant and will then start to head towards the east. This is where most of our longing places lay. First Yerevan in Armenia, where Adolf grew up, Southeast Asia, and later South Korea, where my mother is from. But step by step, shall we? After 2 days of rest, we feel the urge to hit the road again. Et voilà, et tout à l'heure.